All right, so all can hear me. So today we will start with new chapter, that is light. So keep doing the TPPs, guys. We will discuss them on this Thursday. Right, all can hear me. You can confirm me first, then we will start. All right. So in the ray optics, first we will talk about the basic stuffs which you all might have gone through in the previous classes, and then we will see quite more in detail about the lenses and the optical instruments. So first we begin with reflection. So the idea would be very simple. It would be clear to you all, guys, what is reflection. We can see this is just the bouncing back of ray of light. Bouncing back of ray of light. Now, here we are talking about ray optics. That means we are talking about the behavior of light. It is to be remembered that light behaves as a ray and as a wave. So in this unit, we are going to see the behavior of light in terms of rays, and in the next unit, we will see how or what is the behavior of wave. So when we talk about ray optics, here we are talking about the first phenomena, that is reflection, the other phenomena, that is refraction, diffraction, and etc. We will keep going through one by one. So in short, if this is a reflecting surface, so if the light is falling on this reflecting surface, that light is bounced back. That means here, when we are talking about reflection, the medium is not changed. Medium is same. Medium as in, this was the incident ray, the falling ray, we call it as incident ray, and this is the reflected ray. That means incident ray and reflected ray both are in the same medium. And for this reflection to take place, the incident ray must be incident on the reflecting surface. For example, mirror. So whenever reflection takes place, there are two laws which is always valid. Number one, angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So what is angle of incidence? How can we define it? The angle the incident ray makes with the normal. Normal means just perpendicular to the surface. This n here is normal. So first law is very simple. Angle of incidence is angle of reflection. They are equal. And second law states that the incident ray, reflected ray, and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in the same plane. So here you all can see that whatever diagram I have drawn to show reflection, I have included all the rays in the same plane. If I see this ray, or even the normal, all these three lines or rays, they are lying in the same plane. It's not like whenever reflection is taking place, the incident ray is falling along this plane and reflected ray will come out of the screen or go into the screen. That's not possible. All these three should be in the same medium as well as in the same plane. So here when we talk about light, this is the first behavior of light. So if we talk about light, what is light? We can say this is a kind of a form of energy basically. So what form of energy it is? That enables us to see objects around us. So that enables to see objects around us. So here, let's extend this light a little bit more, and then we will see all together the reflection phenomena. So when we talk about light, we also think about the sources of light. What are the common sources which emit light? So here we classify the sources into two types. One, luminous, and another non-luminous. Luminous substances or luminous objects are those objects which emit their own light. For example, we can say sun. Non-luminous objects, they do not emit their own light. Rather, what they do, they reflect. So rather, they reflect, they reflect light from luminous objects. They reflect light from luminous objects. For example, you can say moon. So here, let us see the types of reflection as well, and then we can write them together. So we have two types of reflection. One, regular reflection, and another, irregular reflection. These are just important to remember. Regular reflection, as the name suggests, light rays are falling parallel and they get reflected with respect to a smooth surface or the leveled surface. That means if the incident rays are parallel, then the reflected rays has to be parallel. If it is a regular reflection, whereas irregular reflection, what it is? This is the kind of reflection that is observed when the surface is irregular, too much irregular. Then what happens? The parallel incident rays, they are reflected in different directions. So you can see here, the incident rays are parallel, but the reflected rays are not regular. Reflected rays are in fact not parallel. So as the name suggests, regular and irregular reflection, these are named with respect to the surface which is responsible for reflection. So whether the surface is leveled surface or the surface is too much irregular or rough surface, So all can write this about the basics of reflection. Then we will see the mirrors. Those who will be done, they will mark in the poll. Quickly, we can do this. All right, everyone done?
Yes, sir, done.
Yes, Abhiram, any question? You said you're not able to unmute. Okay, so let us now move ahead here. So now we will see the case with the mirrors. So mirror, what it is? Basically, it's a kind of, it has a reflective surface. So there are two types of mirror, one plane mirror and another spherical, or you can say curved mirrors. So any mirror has two surface, reflecting surface and another one will be polished surface. So if I show you the diagrams of the types of mirrors, wait, no problem, it's not loading. So I will just draw here. So plane mirror like this. So this surface is reflecting surface here. Reflection will only take place if the source of light lies to the left here in this case. So source of light should be along the reflecting surface. Spherical or curved mirrors are of two types. You all would have already gone through this. One is convex mirror and another is concave mirror. So how they look? This is concave mirror and this is convex mirror. So how can I define concave and convex mirror? We can say convex mirror is that mirror whose reflecting surface is curved outwards or lies outwards. Concave mirror in which the reflecting surface is curved inwards, right? Here you can see this is the reflecting surface and this reflecting surface is curved inwards. So first let us see the plane mirrors and then we will talk about the spherical mirrors separately. So we will see how the objects with respect to the mirror are able to form the image. So if we talk about the plane mirror, any object which is kept in front of the mirror, let us say this is the object. We see the image with respect to the plane mirror exactly at the same distances. So everything we will be able to derive. But before that, let us make few important points. So first, we are interested in finding the position of the image with respect to the object. So object position we will take, and with respect to object position, we will get the position of image. Now, to do that, we will require the help of ray diagrams. So what we are actually doing using ray diagrams, we are using the rays coming out from object. Object is the source of the rays of light. So we will take some rays coming out from the object. So here, in order to get the idea about the position of image, we just require two rays from the object and these two rays are incident on the mirror and they reflect. So if it will reflect, that means they will follow the law of reflection. So they will follow the law of reflection here. So it will be incident and it will reflect, and the point where these reflected rays meet, at that point image will be formed. So we will use the key idea for drawing ray diagram. So not only for the mirrors, even with respect to the lenses also, when we will see, we will take only two rays coming out from object that will be incident on the lens, and only here there will be refraction in the case of lenses. And again the two rays after being refracted, wherever it will meet, the image will be formed at that point. This is one convention that we will be using to draw ray diagrams. Another thing that we will consider to draw ray diagrams is that the object, if you have any mirror or any lenses, object is kept on the left side. Conventionally this is kept on the left side, although if you keep at the right side, there is no issue in that, we will get exact relative position of the image. But practically, in general, we keep the object on the left side of mirror or lens, whatever we will be talking about. And how we will denote the object, this will be the object, always it will be positioned like this. And the rays, the two rays coming out from the object, that will be coming from this point. So it's not like I'm saying this is the object. Actually the object is a point sized object. हम object कैसा consider करते हैं? Point sized. So if this is the object, then with respect to the line, जैसे यहाँ पर ऑब्जेक्ट रख दिया, तो ये लाइन के रेस्पेक्ट में हम ऑब्जेक्ट कैसे शो करेंगे? लाइक दिस, राइट? So generally with respect to the arrow, we show the object, and from the topmost point the rays are emitted. Any number of rays you can take, but generally if we just take two rays, it's more than enough to draw the ray diagram completely. Okay, so quickly all can write down this one. Okay, let us see this also. इस case में let us apply those conventions. So here we have an object. ये रहा object, right? So from this object, two rays will be coming. So let us say this is one ray. So it is hitting the surface of the mirror. So it should be reflected such that it makes equal angles with the normal. जैसे हम इस normal की बात करें, you can see equal angle is made by the normal. This is angle of incidence, this is angle of reflection. Now we need one more ray. So this is another ray, and it gets reflected in this direction. So let us take the normal. Yes, almost now it appears like angle of incidence is equal to angle of reflection. So what can we observe? That these two rays are not meeting on this side. So these two rays appear to meet in the backward direction when extended. अगर दो रेज मीट नहीं, अगर मीट किया तो वहां इमेज फॉर्म होगा, अगर मीट नहीं किया then see its extension in the backward direction. So here they are appearing to meet at this point. So this will be the point where image is formed. This will be the point where the object is formed. It is placed. So this is how the image is formed with respect to plane mirror. And let us see some of the properties of this image. What all properties we can cite for the image with respect to plane mirror? First, we can say image is of same size with respect to the object. And then if we talk about the inversion, there is lateral inversion. Lateral inversion means sideways inversion. That means generally if you see in front of mirror, if you raise your right hand, it will appear like left hand is being raised in the mirror. So that's called as sideways inversion. And the image formed is virtual and erect. We will talk in detail about the types of image, virtual image, real images, but we are sure कि image जो है वो erect होता है with respect to plane mirror. तो image जो है, let us say this is the object, and अगर object ऐसे है और image भी ऐसे form हो गया, that means this is erect image. और अगर object ऐसा है and image उल्टा हो गया, that means this is inverted image. तो यहां पर ये भी डिस्कस कर लेते हैं टू टाइप्स ऑफ इमेज. एक तो हो गया इरेक्ट इमेज और इन्वर्टेड इमेज. अनदर इज रियल इमेज एंड virtual image. Real image, these are the image formed because of real intersection of rays. Image formed when the two rays after reflection actually meet. And virtual image, this is the image formed when the two rays after reflection do not meet really. So how do they meet then? How image is formed? They are virtually, or you can say virtually means imaginary intersection of rays. So due to this imaginary intersection of rays, virtual image is formed. So in the books, you all might see the definition of real image somewhat like this: that image which can be obtained on screen. So for example here, यहाँ पर जो image form हुआ, मैं अगर स्क्रीन रखता तो स्क्रीन किधर रखता? मिरर को मिरर के लेफ्ट साइड में ही कहीं रखता. तो इफ दीज टू रेज वुड हैव मेट, तो इमेज हमारा कैसा फ्रेम होता? रियल इमेज. और उसको हम एक स्क्रीन में we would have obtained that, but here we are not able to obtain on screen because image कहाँ फॉर्म हो रहा है? मिरर के पीछे फॉर्म हो रहा है. and how can you keep a screen at the back of the mirror, right? So that's why this definition is also true. Virtual image, this is the image that cannot be formed, like what we saw in the case of plane mirrors now. So image that cannot be formed or obtained on screen. Now one more thing we can remember, कि जो real image होगा that will always be inverted. Every time real image will be inverted. Virtual image will be the erect image, or erect कह दो, या फिर we also call it as upright. Upright means सीधा. So these are the basics that we try to cover through the plane mirrors. So all can quickly write down this, and then we will see the types of images. a second. All right, so all can write down this now. So whoever will be done, they will mark in the call here.
Sir,
Yes. Yes. What doubt you have?
done, sir.
All of you done? Okay. So let us write down about the types of images. Jaldi se in a minute we will complete this.
All right, so all would have done this.
So let us see now with respect to the mirrors. अब हम mirror कोई भी ले सकते हैं. Yes, Nishita, what part is left? Is it done? Everything is done?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. So with respect to the mirror, let us say convex mirror मैं ले लिया और इधर concave mirror ले लिया. So these points you would all be already aware of because these all were there in grade 10. तो थोड़ा जल्दी जल्दी से इसको cover कर लेते हैं. So let's say we have a convex mirror and a line passing from the center that is called as the principal axis. So the definitions we are not going to write. And this principal axis intersects this mirror at a point, we call that as the pole of the mirror. So concave mirror में ये हो जाएगा pole, and this mirror is of course a part of the circle. So that center we call it as the center of curvature. And between these 2 points, we have a point which is exactly lying at the midway, that is called as the point of focus. So why we are calling this as a point of focus? Because the rays after reflection pass through this focus. Which rays? Rays parallel to principal axis after reflection pass through focus. That's why this is the point which is observed such that these two distances are equal. Now we have some sign convention. तो इस pole को हम consider करते हैं origin की तरह, and everything with respect to Cartesian system we take. So for example, in the convex mirror, if I consider object को तो हमेशा हमें left में place करना है, and the distance of object from the pole we call that as the object distance. So let us say image is formed somewhere to the right. That means the value of V will come out to be positive. And for convex mirror, this is always true that the focal length will always be positive, because you can see focal length पहले होता क्या है? This is the distance between the pole and the principal focus. So this distance is lying to the right of this mirror. That's why this is positive. Concave mirror, in this focal length is always negative, because you can see center of curvature ये रहेगा, focus ये रहेगा, and this will be the focal length. Okay, very simple idea we have about them here. Now let us see that with respect to different positions of object, what are the various image positions. So we have a small idea, small trick for that. So let us say we consider concave mirror first. So this is pole, this is focus, and this is center of curvature. So here, what are the various positions of the objects? So what I will do, I'll use the idea, I'll bring object from infinity to the pole. So first position that I can see is infinity. Object kahin infinity pe ho sakta hai. Then object can be beyond C. Again bring this object quite more near. So the next position will be at C. Bring it quite more near. Next position will be between C and F. Bring it more closer. Next position will be at F. Bring it more closer. Next position will be between F and P. Then we have the image. Now we will use the ray diagrams with respect to the objects, but we have again an idea for the image. जैसे हमने object का fix किया, infinity से pole तक लाएंगे at various different positions. Image, what we will do, we will take from the focus and we will take it to infinity. तो यहाँ पर पहला position आएगा focus, and then next position is between F and C. Between F and C. Next position होगा at C. एंड देन नेक्स्ट पोजीशन होगा बियॉन्ड सी, एंड देन नेक्स्ट पोजीशन होगा infinity. And this is the only exception that we will remember, where the image is formed at the back. Anyone remembers this? Let us quickly see. यहाँ पर है, we will see the ray diagrams as well. Yes, image is formed at the back of the mirror. So just 2 or 3 ray diagrams we will draw, but before that हम convex mirror के भी positions देख लेते हैं. So in convex mirror, जैसे कि हम concave mirror में देखे, we were having numerous different positions, but convex mirror में ये सारे points तो right में lie कर रहे हैं. That means इसमें object के 2 ही positions आएंगे. एक तो infinity पे हो सकता है object, या object में lie on the principal axis, right? On principal axis. So image इस केस में कहाँ होगा? Image will always be formed between F and P, right? Infinity पे रहा तो कहाँ होगा? F पे होगा. On principal axis पे रहा तो कहाँ होगा? Between F and P. So one more thing we can relate, then we can see the ray diagrams. Remember, concave mirror and convex lens, their table is same, right? I am just talking about table. I am not saying that they both are same. Table is same, right? Convex mirror and concave lens, their table is same. Now table is same, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है क्या कि exactly same हो जाएगा. Idea is same, because in the lens we do not have pole as such, we have the optical centers. So वो हम easily identify कर सकते हैं, because lens में ये point pole है तो mirror में ये point pole है, तो lens में ये point mid point क्या होगा? Where the principal axis cuts, optical center होगा. Okay, let us see the rules to draw ray diagram. Now we will see the rules for the mirrors. So ray which is, इसको लिखने की जरूरत नहीं है, ये हम समझ लेते हैं, बस ये बच्चों वाली चीज है. This is the pole, this is focus, this is C. So ray parallel to principal axis pass through focus, right? अगर mirror convex रहा तो ray parallel to principal axis, you can see this is the ray which is parallel to principal axis. It pass through focus. अब focus से कैसे पास होगा? क्या ये ray इधर जा सकता है? Answer is no, because the ray will be reflected, right? Such that it appears to pass through focus. So ये जो rule है, ray parallel to principal axis after reflection pass through focus. तो इसका जरूरी नहीं है कि it will definitely pass through focus. Either it can pass through focus or it can appear to pass through focus, because इस केस में तो pass होगा ही नहीं. So how it is reflected such that इसको अगर extend करें तो focus से ये pass होगा line. This is one rule which we can use. Another rule that we can use is that ray passing through center of curvature is reflected in the same direction. That means अगर ray ऐसे पास होता तो मिरर को हिट करने के बाद वो रे इधर ही रिफ्लेक्ट हो जाता इन द सेम डायरेक्शन और अलोंग द सेम लाइन, यू कैन से. सेम केस इधर होगा. यहां पर देखो सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर इधर है. अब रे ऐसे पास तो करेगा नहीं, बिकॉज इट कैनॉट गो टू द अदर साइड. सो रे विल बी इंसिडेंट लाइक दिस एंड वी विल ड्रॉ इट लाइक दिस. तो रे रिफ्लेक्ट कैसे होगा? ऐसे हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं कि रिफ्लेक्शन ऐसे बना देना है, बिकॉज ये रे इधर ही रिफ्लेक्ट होगा, बिकॉज दिस इज द नॉर्मल. गाइस व्हाई दिस इज द नॉर्मल? बिकॉज इफ यू सी दिस एज अ सर्कल, तो ये सेंटर हो गया, तो ये क्या होगा? रेडियस, और ये हो जाएगा टेंजेंट. So this is perpendicular, right? If this is perpendicular, that means रे अगर ऐसे पास हो रहा है तो इधर से ही रिफ्लेक्ट होगा. Third rule that we can use, ray incident at the pole of the mirror is reflected such that it makes equal angles with respect to principal axis. Now this is not something new. This is what we have been going through. रे अगर यहाँ पर hit कर रहा है pole पे, so it will be reflected such that it makes equal angles with the principal axis. And yes, principal axis passes through the center. That means this is acting as the normal. तो अगर ये normal के तरह act कर रहा है, that means there will be reflection such that this angle and this angle will be equal. So before we draw the ray diagrams and look all about the magnification, सभी को ये पता ही होगा, बट जिनको भी ये लिखना है, they all can write down. Not more than a minute. जल्दी लिखेंगे इसको. Okay, all would have done. अब इसके जो रे डायग्राम्स है, that I leave it up to you guys. हमें तो ये भी नहीं पढ़ाना चाहिए था, ये भी नहीं पढ़ाना चाहिए था, because these all things were there in 10. रे डायग्राम बस एक कर लेते हैं, बाकी सब खुद से करेंगे. So let us say this is a concave mirror and object is placed at C, या let us say beyond C. So where will the image be formed? Let us find this using ray diagram. तो ये पोल हो गया, ये फोकस हो गया, और ये सेंटर ऑफ कर्वेचर हो गया. ऑब्जेक्ट कहाँ है? बियॉन्ड सी, तो यहाँ रख देंगे. सो वी विल अप्लाई द रूल्स. कोई एक रूल, रे पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस पास थ्रू फोकस. अनदर रूल, ray passing through center of curvature is reflected in the same direction, or it is retracing the path. So here the ray is meeting after reflection. So image is formed here between C and F. Okay, so rest all ray diagrams all can draw or take the help of the book. So throughout what we are seeing, that with respect to a mirror, we are placing the object and we are getting the position of the image. So distance of object from the pole, we call that as object distance. Similarly, we have image distance. And focal length we have already talked about. And we have also remembered, we should also remember the nature of focal length, whether it's positive or negative, depending on the type of the mirror. So in the previous classes now, you have been using the mirror formula. Now, before using mirror formula, we will prove it. This is the new thing that we will be seeing, the proof of mirror formula, and that's what we actually require. तो पहले mirror formula है क्या? 1 by u plus 1 by v is equal to 1 by f. So let us prove it. let's say this is a mirror, कोई भी mirror ले सकते हैं. Let's say I take concave mirror. ये हो गया pole, ये हो गया focus, ये हो गया center of curvature. तो ऑब्जेक्ट को लेट अस सपोज मैं कहीं ले लिया, यहाँ ले लिया ऑब्जेक्ट को, एंड आई विल यूज स्केल्स नाउ ताकि ये डायग्राम क्लियर लगे. रे पैरेलल टू प्रिंसिपल एक्सिस will pass through focus. Another rule, ray passing through center of curvature is retracing its path, right? It is retracing its path. Now let me name these. ये नेम दे दिया ऑब्जेक्ट, लेट अस से दिस इज ए बी. इमेज जो फॉर्म हुआ उसको हमने दे दिया नाम ए डैश बी डैश. And let us do one more thing. This AB will also be equal to this one, right? Because this distance is almost neglected because the focal length object distance is very large. So in comparison to those distances, we can neglect this small distance, right? We can use that much approximation. इसको चलो मैंने मान दिया M and N. Now here, if we observe the triangle, this triangle, ये triangle को observe करो, and observe the triangle, this one, they are similar. That means I take triangle, let us write the name of the triangle in terms of similarity criteria. See, this angle and this angle is equal 90 degree, and this angle and this angle is equal vertically opposite. So by angle criteria they are similar. So here we have triangle ACB, या चलो ABC लिख दिया, ABC similar to triangle. पहले 90 डिग्री लिया तो इधर भी 90 डिग्री लेंगे. ट्राइंगल A dash, after 90 degree in this triangle we took B, तो इधर क्या लेंगे हम B dash. So A dash, B dash, C dash. So if they are similar, that means their sides are proportional, their proportional sides are equal. So AB by A dash B dash is equal to BC by B dash C dash is equal to AC by A dash C dash. Okay, and okay, so from here what do we get? Ki AB by A dash B dash. So I will eliminate this. See, BC and B dash C dash definitely not required. So I will just keep this equation 1, and let us take another triangle. Now what I do, I take this triangle, triangle MNF, triangle MNF. देखो ये भी similar है इस triangle से. This is similar to triangle. How do we name this one? With respect to similarity criteria we have to name. देखो N, that M was 90 degree, तो इधर भी 90 degree, A dash, and then N, that means B dash, and then F. So again their proportional sides are equal. So
Sir?
MN by, yes,
सर सी डैश कहाँ है?
C dash कहाँ लिखा? अरे ये C dash तो है नहीं ना. A B C है और A dash B dash C है बस, राइट? C है, ये भी C होगा, ये भी C होगा. Now it's fine.
यस सर.
Yes. तो ये क्या हो जाएगा इससे? MN by A dash B dash is equal to NF by B dash F is equal to MF by A dash F. So from here, देखो AB को मैं कह सकता हूं ना MN, तो MN के जगह मैं यहाँ लिख सकता हूँ AB, और इधर तो A dash B dash है. What I can see, AB by A dash B dash. Again here I eliminate NF and this B dash F. So in short, this is equal to this and this is equal to this. So these both are equal because these both are actually the distances along horizontal directions. So let us write that first. AC by A dash C is equal to MF by A dash F. So what is AC? ये AC है, right? So let me mark here now. ये object है, so this will be object distance U. ये image है, That means A dash M will be V, and then this will be MF will be focal length. तो AC के जगह हम क्या रख सकते हैं? U minus U minus 2F can I put? ये F है तो C तक क्या होगा? 2F होगा. So U minus 2F divided by A dash C क्या होगा? A dash कहाँ गया C? ये रहा. A dash C क्या होगा? 2F minus V. MF क्या होगा? ये रहा MF. This is the focal length, that is F. और A dash F क्या होगा? This will be V minus F. ये समझ में आया सभी को यहां तक? इसमें कुछ भी नहीं है. दो ट्रायंगल हमने लिया, एक ट्रायंगल ये लिया और एक ये लिया, उसको सिमिलर प्रूव किया. दूसरा हमने ये लिया और ये लिया और उसको सिमिलर प्रूव किया. तो लेट अस नाउ रीअरेंज. इसको क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई करते हैं. So u minus 2f into v minus f is equal to f into 2f minus v. Let us multiply. uv minus uf minus 2vf minus minus plus 2f square is equal to 2f square minus vf. ये चला गया. So uv ये देखो माइनस vf माइनस 2vf, ये माइनस vf हो गया. ये दोनों राइट साइड में गया तो क्या बना? uf plus vf. So divide both side by u into v. So what we get? 1 is equal to f by u plus f by v. और यहां से f कॉमन लेके इधर आ जाएगा. ये बन जाएगा 1 by f is equal to 1 by u plus 1 by v. Along with this, let us also prove the formula of magnification. Magnification क्या होता है? Height of image by height of object. Height of image क्या है? देखो ये image है, so a dash b dash by c dash कहाँ आएगा? By ab, right? Height of object is ab. So you can write a dash b dash by ab. Okay, can we write it as ac by a dash c? Yes, we can write. Just observe any equation you can take. You can even take mf by a dash f. Okay, so let's say I take this one, ac by a dash c. तो ac क्या है यहां से? u minus 2f. और a dash c क्या है? a dash c will be 2f minus v. Okay, so here let me take this equation, and from here if I rearrange, just observe u minus 2f इधर है और 2f minus v इधर है. So if I take this down, so I'll get f by v minus f, right? So let us eliminate f from here. तो f का अगर वैल्यू निकालूंगा, so what we will get? F will be u into v by u plus v. So let us put this here. So u into v by u plus v divided by v minus u into v by u plus v. So this will be u into v by u plus v minus uv. अच्छा ये u plus v into v. So uv plus v square, तो ये कट गया, बचा हमारा uv by v square. कुछ उल्टा नहीं आ गया? u by v आ गया. Let us check it once again. Magnification a dash b dash. Look at the problem, guys. AC by A dash C. So AC we have U minus 2F by 2F minus V. तो ये हो गया F by V minus F. So F will be UV by U plus V. So we put here
सर A dash B dash by AB
ये उल्टा होगा, राइट?
हाँ सर, वो उल्टा हो गया।
बिकॉज हमने ए बी बाय ए डैश बी डैश का यहाँ पर लिख दिया, ये सबका इनवर्स होगा। मैं भी तब से सोच रहा था, एट द टाइम यू सेड, अगेन इट स्ट्राइक इन माय माइंड। तो ये क्या हो जाएगा हमारा V बाय U माइनस V बाय U। ओके, ऑल कैन राइट दिस। इसको अपने तरह से इसको प्रूव करना है, मिरर फॉर्मूला। सिमिलरली यू विल बी रिक्वायर्ड टू प्रूव लेंस फॉर्मूला एज वेल। दोनों जगह क्या करना है, बस ट्रायंगल्स देखना है, सिमिलरिटी देखना है ट्रायंगल्स में। नेगेटिव कहाँ से आ गया? नेगेटिव मुझे याद था, इसलिए नेगेटिव मैंने डाल दिया मैग्निफिकेशन का, -v/u। चलो देख लेते हैं एक बार कहाँ से आया। एवरीवन कीप नोटिंग। हाँ, नेगेटिव कहाँ से आया? इसका वैल्यू v/u आया, राइट? ये नेगेटिव क्यों लगाया? बिकॉज मैग्निफिकेशन जो हमने लिया दैट इज हाइट ऑफ इमेज बाय हाइट ऑफ ऑब्जेक्ट। तो इसकी अगर वैल्यूज रखेंगे 5 लेटर से और इसका 2, ये मुझे नेगेटिव रखना पड़ेगा बिकॉज दिस इज इन द नेगेटिव डायरेक्शन। मतलब ये जो हमने लिया है इसी को हमने माइनस मॉड्यूलस ऑफ HI/HO ये लेना था। So at last let us just do one simple question for the mirror. Just one question we will do. Okay, this one. Object 4 centimeter high is placed at a distance of 10 centimeter in front of concave mirror of focal length 12. Find the position, nature and size of the image. So object 4 centimeter high, that means height of object is 4. right? I'll write +4. And object distance is -10. There is concave mirror. That means focal length is negative. So -12 centimeter. You have to find position. So let us find the position. 1 by u plus 1 by v is 1 by f. So that means 1 by v will be 1 by f minus 1 by u. So from here we get 1 by v as 12 and 10. Let's take the LCM. -5 plus 6. So the image distance that we get is plus 60 centimeter. And size of image, to find this, let us relate the expression of magnification. That was -v by u, and this was height of image by height of object. So let us put the values here. V value we have now. So -60 by u value, what it is? -10. So that will be height of image by height of object will be
Sir.
multiplied here. Yes, who said?
Nothing, sir.
Height of object क्या है हमारा 4 centimeter. Let's put here. So we get height of image here as 24 centimeter, and you get this as the positive result. That means जो image form हुआ है, that is erect, right? To find whether it is virtual or real, if you are just able to determine it is erect, तो ये क्या हो जाएगा? Virtual. And with respect to the object, image size is quite longer, so it is enlarged, or you can say magnified. So these simple questions, I leave it all up to you. You all can do. So tomorrow we are going to start with the lenses. All right, everyone. See you all in the next class then. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.